What's going on, my air signs? Welcome back to D's Divination. So today we're going to be looking at the energies of the week of May 5th through May 11th, or the energies that we're going to be bringing into the week. So today we're going to be using the Sugar Skull Tarot deck. This is actually one of my, probably my personal favorite tarot deck in my collection that I have right now that I like to use. I really like the artwork, and it's very symbolic of my culture. So in honor of Cinco de Mayo being Sunday, we're going to be using this deck. For any of you guys that are also my Latino, Latina, Latinx follower fan base, welcome. So this is going to be for all the air signs, air placements, or if you're just cross-watching, again, anything that resonates with you, take it with you, and any messages that don't, leave it for somebody else to pick up. As always, I will not be reading reversals if they come out with the original card pull, but I will be reading reversals for clarification. Also, the thing about this deck in particular, it's a little bit larger than the other two decks that I've used, so I will actually be clarifying with a second deck today, and will not be using this deck for clarification. Let's go ahead and see what my earth signs need to know. Sorry, my air sign, excuse me. I just recorded the earth signs video before this one. So what do my air signs need to know for the week of May 5th through May 11th? All right, air signs. See what's going on. So you got the Hanged Man. Okay, so I see you letting go of something. Maybe there's just something that's not for you anymore. This is a card of let it go. So in terms of perspectives of things, it's just like, you know what? Sometimes it's not worth an argument. Sometimes it's not worth a headache. So this is more of changing your perspective and understanding that certain things are out of your control. So at that point, don't take anything personal. It's just, it is what it is. King of Swords. Okay. This is a card of no moral ambiguity. This is a very strong energy, and I kind of feel like this is you. So I think it's more of maybe letting go of, not necessarily judgment, but it's more of letting go of a specific mentality you have. So with the King of Swords is somebody who is very intuitive in the sense of intellectual, I want to say. They very rational, can really rationalize a lot of things. But I think in this case, there's just something either going into the week or something that's going to be presented to you during this week that you have to understand that you might not be able to rationalize it. And it's more of, you know what? I can't pick it apart. I have to just let it go. It's not worth the headache. It's more of just, hey, you know what? I can't wrangle all these people up right here to make them say the way that I'm thinking or whatever. And that's okay. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is also in the benefits of you letting go, you can hold on to your own stability. So at this point, I see you trying to protect your own peace a little bit. So the King of Pentacles is making movement for stability, the sort of structural integrity of who you are, maybe your morals, your ideas. You're trying to protect them, but at the same time, you're protecting them by not arguing. So at that point, it's, you know what? Again, I just gotta you gotta let something go. Let maybe an old mentality go. It's more of, this card is just, hey, the Hangman is, you know what? It is what it is. You can't change it. You can't force it. If it's not forcing, if it's not giving, maybe it's not for you. And I think it's here is you're kind of making that choice, moving that direction to kind of preserve your own peace a little bit with something. Eight of Wands and the Devil. Okay, so Eight of Wands. This is probably, I think there's distance here with someone. It's not necessarily communication. I think it's more with the Hangman here. This is you understanding that there might be some distance between you and somebody else that maybe you can't rationalize, or maybe you can't, in your mind, you can't think of why. You can't think of why not. You can't think of, I understand that perspective or whatever, but I think this is sort of, there's distance here between you and something or someone that you have to understand it's out of your control. So if it's out of your hands, it should be out of your mind too. And that's kind of what the Hangman is. The Devil here, it's more of, okay, now what are we stuck on? What are we chained to? What are you tempted? What are you tempted about? Are you stuck on the fact that, you know, you want to preserve your own peace a little bit? Or are you stuck on the fact that, no, like, morally, I know I'm right and this person's wrong? Or the King of Swords doesn't take no for an answer. The King of Swords knows they're right from they're wrong, and it's really difficult for them to see it from another person's perspective. So at this point, it's okay. Are you stuck on that? Are you not letting go of a specific mentality, or are you stuck on you're not letting go of the fact that, you know what, I got to keep trucking on for me, and it is what it is. Screw everybody else. I'm doing my own thing for me, for my own peace, my own sake of mind. Strength card again. So this is you understanding with everything. You're getting your strength back by letting go. You're getting your strength back by understanding you have to take care of yourself a little bit. You're getting your strength back, and I see you kind of getting that vitality back, and I think that's really nice. Three of Wands has to do with your future. So, in letting go of something, someone, mentality, whatever, and just succumbing to understanding there's a lot of things out of your control, your future is going to be solid. So, right now, the Three of Wands indicates like a cross, kind of like a cross point. Your paths are crossed right now. You don't know maybe what direction to go, or maybe with all this stuff up here, you're worried about the future with something, but you're worried about the future of the thing it is that you're trying to let go of, or trying not to be hung up on something. So the Three of Wands is about your future. So you're kind of looking forward and like, okay, well, how am I going to proceed here? Let me get my strength back. Let me ride this horse here for this King of Pentacles. You know, what direction am I going? Where am I going? Where am I flowing? Seven of Swords. So this is a card of deceit. So are you letting go of somebody that maybe feels like not being honest with you? Are you letting go of someone that you feel is maybe breadcrumbing you with information and it's not giving you the full scope of the picture? So at this point, this person here is robbing this bank, is stealing all this bank. So I think maybe you feel like somebody's robbing your bank. Maybe you feel like somebody's taking your energy, or vice versa. It could be you, or like, you know what, you're stealing your energy back from this person or this environment or this situation because you want to hold it on to yourself, and that's how you're going to get your strength back. So maybe that's you being a little bit more selfish, and not having to give the full scope of your information or your perspective to someone or something. And it's more of, hey, you have to understand that not everyone might see it the way you do, and that's okay. It's not worth the headache. 10 of Wands. So this is a cycle's completing. This is you know, sort of going from the Three of Wands in terms of future. This 10 of Wands is, hey, you know what? There's something you're going to be carrying with you. So if that's baggage, if that's like something that you're kind of stuck up on, and I'm going to say stuck because the Devil showed up here. So that's, hey, what are you stuck on? So, and you making this movement for yourself, your stability as the King of Pentacles, you're making this movement and these strides for your own stability, for your protecting your own energy, protecting your own peace a little bit. You're carrying that with you, right? So what are you carrying with you to kind of help move you through? Are these like your supplies? Are these, you know, people that are kind of benefiting you? Are these different outlooks or different ways of moving your or alchemizing your energy? So it's more of, for your future, what are the morals? What are the things? What are the foundational building blocks that you're going to carry for yourself after the situation, during this week, after this week? Two of Swords. So this is about, in thinking about your future, you have to put the emotional aspect on the back burner. So this lady is ignoring her emotions. She has her back turned to the water. So here is, you know what? I have to think rationally, but what you're doing by thinking rationally is you have to also change the perspective shift of your rationality. You know, maybe the way you think about something traditionally is, you know, the way you think about, everybody has their morals, their non-negotiables, or yes or no's, black and white, there's no gray. With the King of Swords, which is you guys, this is about you maybe being like, you know what, I need to put some of that kind of stuff on the back burner a little bit, and I just need to kind of trust the blind faith a little bit of progressing, and just trust that this is for me, and I have to take care of myself. Judgment card. So Judgment here is sort of, hey, you know what are you being called to do? The Judgment card is about, what do you feel like you need to do? What's an action that you feel like you need to take? What's something that you feel like you need to say? What's something you feel like you need to do? The Judgment card is telling you, hey, it's time to get off your butt and do something. what are you going to do? Do it. Find the path to do it. So it's more of, hey, the Judgment card here is saying this karma, there's some karma going out, but it's a matter of you sort of riding that wave and understanding with the Judgment card that you need to take action, you need to do something. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify with the second deck here. I specifically would like to clarify, I'm going to clarify the Devil for sure. So let's go ahead and start with the Devil. So why is the Devil here for my air signs? The Star. Okay, so this is wish fulfillment. So clarifying the Devil is, as a Star card, what have you been manifesting? What have you been wishing for? What's something that you kind of want? So at this point, you're stuck on the idea of what you want. And by that I mean, you're stuck on this strict sort of guidelines, this strict sort of box and characteristics of what exactly you want, and there's no negotiable. So as the Devil card, you're chained to what you want with the Star, this wish that you want to get fulfilled, right? But you're so stuck on the fact that it has to be this exact way. You're stuck on the fact that it has to be exactly how you thought it was going to go through, exactly how you thought things are going to happen, or energies. And that's kind of what you need to let go of with the Devil is, hey, you might get half your wish, you might not get the full scope of it, but you need to kind of understand that you need to let go of certain sense of non-negotiables, you know, make a need list versus a want list, and understand that, you know, you might not have all of it, you might get half of it, but at the same time, you can't be so stubborn with the mentality of this has to be this way. So I think once you can move past that, that's when you can kind of get into your own inner peace a little bit here. I also would like to clarify the Seven of Swords here, the card of that woman stealing the swords from the bank. So why is the Seven of Swords here for my air signs? Thank you. All right, so this is the Eight of Wands reversed. So Eight of Wands also showed up in your reading earlier, indicating distance. Eight of Wands reversed indicates a close proximity. So it could be, with the Seven of Swords is, the person that maybe, if the person is stealing from your bank, is the person stealing these swords from your bank, it might be somebody who's close to you. Whether that's a really tight friend, someone, but there's somebody maybe in your circle that's kind of breadcrumbing, it's kind of maybe feeding you little lies. And I don't want to make you like freak out about it and be like, oh my God, now I have to question everybody in my life. But it's more of, there's someone in your circle or in this environment, in this situation, that's close proximity wise to you that could possibly be stealing from you, or at the very least kind of giving you false information. I kind of really feel like it's that, and that goes into the Judgment card and the Two of Swords. So what the Judgment is, okay, well, now you know, maybe you've been having this feeling. Okay, well, now you got to be like, okay, what am I going to do with this information? Okay, I need to, yeah, I'm pissed. Like, I'm pissed that this person's lying to me, or I'm pissed at whatever. And that's why this Two of Swords is here showing you, hey, you have to ignore the emotional aspect. Yeah, you might be, full of fury. You might be rage. You might be angry, bothered, hurt. You have to kind of ignore that a little bit and look at the situation a little bit rationally. You might have to change your rationale. And that goes back to the Star card is, you want it to be done a certain specific way and it has to be that way. The Two of Swords is telling you, hey, you got to drop some of your expectations a little bit, and it's going to work out for you. Yeah, it's interesting. Let me also clarify I'm going to clarify the Judgment card. Let's see what's why is the Judgment card here for my air signs? Ooh, okay. Three of Cups reversed. So Three of Cups normally is a card of celebration. It's a card of like friendship. It's a card of like group activity, fun. These women are sharing their cup. But for you, it showed up reversed, indicating that there's judgment being cast on a relationship or a group dynamic, or sort of there's no sense of cohesiveness with something in your life right now. And the Judgment card is telling you, hey, this is already happening. you feel like you already feel this in your bones that, you know what, this connection or whatever or dynamic is shifting and it feels different. And with the Seven of Swords, it's more of, okay, I can't keep being dishonest with myself about how I'm feeling about this situation. So with the Judgment card here saying, hey, okay, well, you know all the facts now, right? Or you kind of have an inkling of what's going on. Do something about it. Judgment is telling you, hey, take action, do something. And with that, I'm going to pull an affirmations card like I did last week. So we're going to see, what's something you need to carry with yourself this week? What's a mentality you need to carry with yourself this week, or kind of helping guide you a little bit. So I'm going to ask for an affirmation card for my air signs for this week. So what do my air signs need to know? What do they need to feel? What's going on this week? Something they need to carry with themselves. What's a different mentality? Because they're talking about mentality changes, right? Maybe changing the way you perceive something. Or with the Hangman again, it's hey, you got to let go. So the air signs, what's going on with my air signs? What do they need to know this week? Carry themselves. What's their affirmation? Come on, guys. I know you got it. I know you got it. I'm going to take that one because that one almost flipped over. Forgiveness. All right. All right, ready? Congratulations. You've been given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. I think that's so beautiful. Is literally, again, this is forgiveness. So, hey, you know what? Understand that people might be dishonest. Understand that it's out of your control. But the best thing that you can do for yourself with this stuff going on here with the Judgment card and the Hangman of just letting go is, hey, I acknowledge it. I'm sitting with it. I'm forgiving it. That doesn't mean that it's okay. But you can't keep living with something like that in your mind and then this whole dynamic, because what you have to look forward to is your future here with the King of Pentacles, the direction you're going in, the Ten of Wands, the stuff that you're carrying with you into the future. So it's more of, hey, you just gotta, let it go, forgive a little bit, maybe do some forgiveness for yourself about how you're, perceiving things or feeling things. And it's okay to not be okay sometimes. But with the forgiveness card here is, hey, just have some compassion for yourself or whatever. And it's going to be okay. Just forgive yourself. You're going to be fine. All right, air signs. I hope I provided some clarity for this week. So you take care of yourselves. Okay, guys? Bye.